Ever grapple with the morning alarm, wishing for just 5 more minutes in the comfort of your bed? Oh, we've all been there. The battle between the cozy cocoon of our beds and the harsh reality of the alarm is a daily struggle for many. It's a universal issue, one that transcends age, culture, and profession. Whether you're a high-powered executive or a student, the allure of those extra few minutes of sleep is a siren's call that's hard to resist. It's a common bond that unites us all, a shared experience in the human condition. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the notorious snooze button offenders among us. You know who you are, those who've set not 1, not 2, but 3 alarms, each with its own set of snoozes. You've mastered the art of slapping the snooze button while half asleep, turning the act of waking up into a full-blown Olympic sport. And then there's the clever ones who've set their alarms across the room, forcing themselves to physically get out of bed to turn it off, only to crawl back under the covers immediately after. It's a battle of wits and willpower, a dance that's as predictable as it is frustrating. Let's not forget the creative types, who've used everything from puzzle alarms that force you to solve a problem to wake up, to alarm clocks on wheels that run away from you, ensuring you have to chase it down before you can get some peace. These lighthearted anecdotes are amusing, but they also underscore a serious issue. We're all struggling to start our day on the right foot, to greet the morning with energy and enthusiasm. But the reality is, our morning routines often leave us feeling more like grumpy bears than eager beavers. So, what's the solution? How can we transform our morning routines from a dreaded chore into a refreshing start to our day? Is it even possible to wake up feeling energized and ready to face whatever the day throws at us? But what if we told you there's a better way to greet the sunrise? Imagine a morning where the sound of the alarm doesn't fill you with dread. Intrigued? Let's dive into why this is more than just a fanciful notion. Morning motivation isn't just about getting out of bed without hitting the snooze button 5 times. It's about setting the tone for your entire day. When you start your day with a positive, motivated mindset, it cascades into every task you undertake, every interaction you have, and every decision you make. Think of your morning as the director of your personal daily movie. A good director sets the stage, prepares the actors, and ensures the scene is set for success. Similarly, a good morning routine prepares your mind and body for the day ahead, setting you up to be productive, focused, and positive. It's not just about productivity, though. It's also about mood. Ever notice how a rushed, chaotic morning can leave you feeling stressed and frazzled for the rest of the day? That's because our brains are wired to carry forward the emotions and mood we start our day with. So if you start your day calm, organized, and motivated, your brain will carry that positivity throughout the day. The beauty of morning motivation is that it's not a one-size-fits-all concept. What works for one person may not work for another. It's about finding what motivates you personally and incorporating that into your morning routine. It could be a motivational podcast, a morning jog, or simply savoring a cup of coffee in silence. The key is to make your morning routine something you look forward to, something that energizes and inspires you. It's about turning the dreaded sound of the alarm clock into a welcome signal that a new day, full of potential and opportunities, is waiting for you. Morning motivation isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the fuel that drives your day, the spark that lights your productivity, and the foundation on which a successful day is built. The power to transform your mornings lies in your hands. Transforming your morning doesn't require a drastic lifestyle change. It's all about simple, achievable steps. Let's break down the process of morning motivation into easy-to-follow steps. Step 1 is setting a regular sleep schedule. It's essential to establish a consistent sleep pattern. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. By doing so, your body will adjust to this schedule and waking up early will become more natural. Step 2 is creating a morning routine that includes activities you enjoy. Having something to look forward to can make waking up less of a chore. This could be anything from a brisk walk in the fresh morning air to reading a chapter of a book, or even a few minutes of meditation. Choose something that brings you joy and sets a positive tone for the day. Step 3 is about nourishing your body with a healthy breakfast. Breakfast is often referred to as the most important meal of the day, and rightfully so. It fuels your body and brain for the day ahead. Make it a habit to consume a balanced meal that includes proteins, carbohydrates, and fruits. And finally, step 4 is to set daily goals. Setting small, achievable goals for the day can give you a sense of purpose and direction. It could be as simple as finishing a work project, calling a friend, or even organizing a small part of your home. Having these goals in mind first thing in the morning can boost your motivation to get up and get moving. Now, these steps may seem simple, and that's because they are. The key is consistency. Remember, it's not about making massive changes overnight. It's about making small changes that you can stick with and that will gradually transform your mornings and ultimately your life. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let's take a look at some real-life examples of people who turn their morning routines around. Our first story involves a man named Tom, a software engineer. Tom was a night owl who struggled with mornings. He would snooze his alarm multiple times and often felt sluggish throughout the day. However, he decided to take charge of his mornings and implemented a few simple steps into his routine. He began by setting a regular sleep schedule and sticking to it, even on weekends. He also started his day with a few minutes of light stretching exercises to get his blood flowing. But the real game changer was when he started dedicating the first hour of his day to something he loved. In his case, it was painting. This motivated him to wake up, and he found that he was not only more productive at work, but also happier and more relaxed. Our second story is about Lisa, a single mother of 2. Lisa was constantly exhausted and found it hard to juggle her job, her children's needs, and her own well-being. She realized she needed to make a change when her health began to decline. She started by waking up an hour earlier than her kids to have some me time. She used this time to meditate, read, or simply enjoy a cup of coffee in peace. She also started meal prepping on weekends, which freed up her mornings and reduced her stress levels. The result? Lisa became more energetic, her work performance improved, and she was able to spend quality time with her children without feeling drained. These tales of transformation show us the power of morning motivation. Tom and Lisa, despite their different lifestyles, found a way to make their mornings work for them. They took simple steps, stayed consistent, and reaped the rewards. Now, they don't just get up in the morning, they look forward to it. As you can see, a little motivation in the morning goes a long way. Let's wrap things up and look at what we've learned today. We've all been there, caught in the struggle of the sound of the alarm in the morning, wishing for just a few more minutes of sleep. But as we've discovered, how we start our mornings can set the tone for our entire day. The importance of morning motivation cannot be overstated. It's the fuel that propels us forward, helping us to overcome challenges and reach our goals. We've also discussed some simple, practical steps to kickstart that morning motivation. Remember the 2 examples we referred to earlier? They showed us how implementing these steps can lead to real, tangible success. In conclusion, the key to a healthier, more beautiful future lies in our hands, or rather, in our mornings. So, let's make them count. Remember, every morning is a chance to turn your life around. Seize it.